Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of the America Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just a place where you can come and talk to me. I'm bad about answering emails, sending me messages through like Patreon stuff. Well, you might not waste your time because I don't know how to answer them. I don't even know how to find them. So all that stuff I'm bad at, but I am here every day so that I can address you personally. So if you've got any questions or topics you want to suggest, this is your time to do that. As always, it's just an open chat where you set the criteria, where you set the topic. So come on in with your questions, your topics. Doesn't have to be gun related. Let me know what you want answered. I'll do my best to answer it. If I can't, if it's a technical question about something I don't know, maybe someone over in the live chat will know. So pay attention to the live chat, participate in it, make some friends, form some connections, build a community. I usually like to start the chat with people who have ordered merchandise, but we haven't had any sales over the last couple of days because when you can't get views on your videos, you can't get sales. And I had a video put up today that normally any video I put up in the first hour would get 1,000 views. 82 views. That's what YouTube's done to my channel over the last month. But let's see here. If you want to become a channel supporter, though, by the way, let me see if I can get this off there we go. You can go over to TYMPpistolproject.com if you want to go buy merchandise like my Revolutionary Willie here, the little Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie. He's ready for Revolution in 2025. If you want that, go get it. I also have the Willie versus Bruce. I'm just very willied out today. Got a lot of willies on me. But normally there's all kinds of stuff over there that ain't Willie related. So go on over, buy some merchandise that supports TYMPP. You can find all the links over there to do that at TYMPpistolproject.com to get to my Shopify page. You can also become a Subscribe Star member, which supports both TYMPP and Patreon, depending on which tier you choose, or you can become a patron, which supports Pets and Vets. Also, if you want to become a Pets and Vets supporter on Subscribe Star, you will get the patch series, the very limited edition patch series. I think there's only 50 of those made, or 75, because I ordered 100 patches, 75 of those and 25 of the Mickey Mouses. So to make it 100 overall. It cost me $500 because I've ordered so few. But we will get those out this weekend too. So if you're one of the people waiting for it, but if you want to get in line to get one, go on over to Subscribe Star and join the Fur Friend Defender tier, the Pet Defender, and you'll get the series of patches. Otherwise, like I said, you can do everything from TYMPpistolproject.com, join Subscribe Star, join Patreon, become a channel member, buy merchandise, do one-time donations, and you can sign up to be a beneficiary of TYMPP. The ones we just sent out, I sent out APXA ones that were, cut for carry. Cut for a red dot and everything. They don't hold as many rounds as the G3C that I sent out, which was also the Toro ready for carry. But it's nicer, I think. I think it's a nice gun. It's only got 8 rounds, but the person that won it, I think, was in a state that has a 10-round mag limit thing. So they chose that one instead of the G3C. And I was nice to see it. It's got the green frame and black slide, and it's cut for a red dot. Nice little gun to send out. Regularly a $500, $469 gun. They had them on sale for like $269. So I gave him that option. It's actually a little cheaper than the G3C. Toro. But as I was saying, what was I saying? I just started rambling. Let's get to the questions and see if there's anything coming in. Why is it not showing me any? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. That's why. I'm on my PayPal. My PayPal ain't got nothing going on. I had to get over here to your all's PayPal. Looks like an order came in also here. Let's see who that order was from. because I saw it when I first signed into PayPal there when I switched over. It's Johnny Mandrick. What do you get? Bring it. He got the gorilla t-shirt. You know, I did that take on the 100 people versus a gorilla. 100 men versus a gorilla, you know, there could be some debate about that. But 100 men versus a gorilla with a Glock, well, those 100 men don't stand a chance. Titled the shirt, Bring It, I almost entitled it 100 Dead Men. Should have entitled it 100 Dead Men. But Johnny Mandrick bought one, supporting TYMP. Now let's get over to the questions. What is today? It is the 24th. We got Sean Bain. Oh, no, this is always a rough start. It depends on, is he drinking today or not? Hail Phil. Quee K mouse gun question. I think that means quick mouse gun question. Kel-Tec 32 or Raven Arms 25? You're just trying to give me a stroke. Very clearly just trying to give me a stroke. Because no, don't get either one of those. Unless you're like collecting shitty guns. Like if you're trying to be like, look, here's my wall of shitty guns where my shitty gun collection is held. Or maybe you're making a coffee table out of them. Like you're putting them on top of a tabletop and then pouring acrylic over them because no one's ever going to shoot them because they're shitty guns. Well, that could actually be cool. If you were doing that, well, then I would say, yeah, get the Raven Arms 25. Now I kind of want a coffee table that is just, you know, like a flag or something cool with guns, old Saturday Night Special guns in it, old junker guns like Ivor Johnson's and stuff, and then just cover it with clear acrylic. You know, kind of like my charcuterie board, or however the fuck you say that word. That I got right here, that is about 500 pounds, and is silver bullets and burl wood there. So it's got a bunch of silver bullets in it. I would like to see something like this. You know, I should make this into a table. This would make an awesome little table. I think I'll do that. I think I'll build a base for this, make this into a table. Because I don't do charcuteries. You know, cheese and shit on a board. I don't do that because I don't eat cheese. So yeah, I should do that. But yeah, get the Raven, get a bunch of them. It can even just be a bunch of Ravens and make them into an acrylic tabletop. That would be cool. I will support that idea. See, you tried to make me have a stroke and I turned it into something interesting. Can't beat me that easy. All right, let me pour my soda and then we'll get back to talking here. Remember, we are doing the giveaways for the custom 1022s. The Mickey one is done, and we're going to do the drawing for it tonight. It turned out really nice. I was surprised. And now we're doing another one. This one is the Marvin one, and it says, "Where's the kaboom?" He's holding his little 1022. Going to paint this up, reseal it. Probably going to put something out here too. Don't know what I'm going to put. Go put the initials down here. But that's the next gun. If you do your donations today, this is the one you get an entry into. This will be the next one. I'll have a picture of it tomorrow finished, hopefully. So if you do your donations today to Pets and Vets of $10 or more, you get an entry into this gun. $20 gets you 3 entries. And we'll be drawing this one in a month. So you got a month. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I should say, today's your day. You only got the day. And then tomorrow I'll say, well, I'll give you today too. And I'll do that every day for a month. See who I can fool into thinking that, oh, I only got today. Or I should say that Phil contacted me. And Phil said that if I don't get enough people weighing in every day on the gun giveaway, that we make a profit on it, that he's going to call me home. He's not taking me to heaven. He's sending me back to West Virginia as punishment. So don't make me have to do that. I don't want to move back to West Virginia. That place is depressing. I don't know if y'all been to West Virginia. It's beautiful. And it's got some really great people that would give you the shirt off their back. But, you know, like there was a famous person that always said that if you're ever in need, you always go to the poor people because they're the ones that will care and the ones that will do something for you. Rich people will not. And that's true in West Virginia. But it's also very depressing. But as I was saying, where were we at? Where was I at? I wonder questions. That was Sean Bain. I got to him, and that was it. Then Officer Tater Hater chimed in and said, "Sent more emails. I saw one of them was disgusting. More perps who have a shiny badge need some alone time with Bubba." See, you said it there. You got your point across without being gross, without being overtly sexual. We can't handle that here. You've seen some people that come to this chat. Well, Welper's not here today, so I think we could be a little bit sexual without having to worry about, being a bad influence on Welper. No, wait, he is here now. Oh, I saw he's here. So watch your language. Welper's here. All right. But what did he say? Oh, he's talking about something. I saw the emails. Yes, I did. Johnny Mandrick chimed in and said, "What's the best for a short barrel shotgun, 12 gauge or 20 gauge? Well, if you don't want to break your wrists, 20 gauge makes sense. 20 gauge is not my preferred for anything else. But if you don't want to break your wrists, a 20 gauge short barrel shotgun is a lot of fun. It's definitely more fun than a 12 gauge. But if I get one, I kind of want a 12 gauge. Because I want the big boom and fireball. But 20 gauge would definitely save your wrists. That was Officer Tater. No, was that Johnny Mandrick that just said that, or was that Officer Tater Hater? Oh, that was Johnny Mandrick that just said that. See, it doesn't mark these over here when I read them, so it gets me confused. I think it was domestic terrorists hits all the points. No mental break in sight, just an evil person. They are out there for sure. That's true. See, that's why I don't like sometimes that people like to say, oh, every time someone does something heinous, they've had a mental breakdown. And no, a lot of times people just do shit because their ideology is hateful. And they're hateful. Every person who shot an abortion doctor is not mentally unstable. They just had a hateful ideology and were hateful, angry people. And hateful, angry people do heinous things. Sometimes people, you could say they're a little crazy because they're so out of whack with society, but it doesn't fit the parameters of mental illness. It's just defective person. And I was never popular for that opinion in my chosen profession, but I still believe in that. Chrissy Jones. Me and Chrissy Jones. Hail Phil, tell me about your French revolver. Would you choose a Mahun over a 686 or a Python? Well, I mean, if someone was giving me one and they told me I could have one of the other, one of the Manhurans or one of the Manhurans or a 686 or a Python, well, of course, I'm going to take the Manhuran because it's more expensive. It's a little more special, blah, blah, blah. If I'm wanting one to carry, I'm probably going to take the Python because, I like Pythons. I like the trigger. If I was going to want the best gun of the bunch for shit hit the fan, I'd get the 686 Plus. So, a lot of different categories there. Under different circumstances, I would choose different guns. But I have a Manhuran one. I don't have the nice one like Dale. Oh my God, where is Dale Rickety? Is he dead? I don't think I saw him yesterday either. Did we see Dale Rickety yesterday? Did anybody see Dale Rickety yesterday? Oh God, he's dead. I'm pretty sure. If I don't see him for like 24 hours, I think he's obviously dead. Oh, I don't know. That made me worried. I just realized we ain't seen Dale Rickety today, and I didn't see him yesterday, I don't think. Did anybody else see him yesterday? Is Dale Rickety passed on? Do we need to have a moment of silence? If somebody saw him, let me know. But now I'm worried. I'm going to be nervous the rest of the chat. Paul Bidenbach weighed in and said, Hail Phil! What difference does it make security versus parishioners? Oh, it makes a big difference. Armed parishioners, armed members of the congregation, armed people in a group, any group, even if it's a classroom or whatever, having indistinguishable armed people around, like if it's a school, having 10 teachers armed is so much more effective than having armed security, because usually they'll have one or two guards. When you have armed security, uniformed armed security, or someone who stands out, well, then that's easy to avoid that person or target that person first. As you've seen in some school shootings, they wait till the armed security guy is at the farthest point he's going to be from the action, and that's when they attack. And then the armed security guy's too scared to go in and fight him. So having random teachers armed is so much more effective. Having random parishioners armed, so much more effective, because the bad guys don't know who's armed or how many people are armed. Like that guy, he didn't come in and have to fight it out with one armed security guard that he could probably take out pretty easy with his rifle before he even got out of his truck or his SUV. He had to fight with three people that were probably just in their regular, ordinary church clothes, because they're probably just regular, ordinary, members of the church, employees of the church. And he did not know how many people he was going to end up fighting or who they were. That's far more effective, way more effective. Did anybody else see Dale Rickety yesterday? Gummy Wuzzle saying, yes, you saw Dale Rickety? Let me know. But yes, that's it. Armed security is not nearly as good as just armed people. Like if someone breaks into the mall, there's security at the mall. There's even some armed security in the mall. Oh, you said yes to a moment of silence. Oh, oof. Well, we'll do it anyway. Here, hold on. We're going to do a moment of silence. We're going to do 10 seconds of silence for Dale Rickety. If he is still alive and he comes back tomorrow, well, then this is credit towards when he does die. We'll only have to do 50 seconds of an actual minute back, when he does die. But we'll do 10 seconds today and see. So right now we're going to be doing, how do I time 10 seconds here? Hold on, I got a clock behind me. Starting right now, we're going to do 10 seconds of silence for Dale Rickety. And there you go. There's 10 seconds of silence for our poor, dearly departed member here, Dale Rickety. He's in Phil's arms now. And, that's all I guess we can say. Our condolences to his family and his friends, if he had any, which I'm not sure he has any. Our condolences to his Jamaican nurse, who's going to have to find a different employment now. But yeah. All right, now let's get back to our topics. You can't mourn forever. At some point, you just got to get back. Lucky you didn't have to take your shoes off. I don't have my shoes on right now. I slipped them off under the desk. I mean, I don't. Why would I wear them while I'm sitting at the desk? I mean, the barefoot. What's on my foot right there? I don't know. Something sticking in my foot. What is it? Oh, it's a tack. Why is there a tack in my foot? It's not like a whole tack. It's just like the head of a tack where the pin had broke off. It's stuck in my foot a little bit, but not much. I got thick calluses, so I don't really feel much. All right, let's get back to the topic. I answered that about from Paul Beidenbach, why it's much better to have armed people. That's a order from Dale Rick from Johnny Mandrick. Daniel Pennant. He says, "Howdy, you scruffy looking Nerf herder." I never herded a Nerf in my life. Never even raised Nerfs. Nerf. Is it one? Is it plural? Is Nerf the plural? How's Django's weight loss coming along? It's been winter, so it's kind of stalled, but he's out right now roaming around in the yard. So I'm hoping by the end of summer, maybe he'll be able to get his surgery, because, last time we didn't have all summer, so it kind of slowed things down. But hopefully he'll lose enough and get his surgery soon. The bad thing is I got to have a good prognosis from the doctor, because, when he said, if we could do the surgery at his weight, we would only have like a 20% chance of success, that he wouldn't just re-injure it worse than it was before the surgery because of the surgery. So that's why I said, well, we won't do it at his weight. If he gets down to this weight, it's like a 50-50. He could end up worse. He could end up better. I want to get him to where it's at least 70-30. So where he's got a 70% chance of being better. I don't want him to be worse. So even if it costs more, I want to wait. And I'm going to be doing something with your knives soon. I'm going to be doing a fundraiser, a giveaway to try to encourage people to become patrons. Super chat for Yankee. In honor of Dale, it's pudding time. Kevin Payton just put in a donation in honor of the late, great Dale Rickety. We all knew him. Some of us liked him. He hardly ever had anything to say. Nothing of importance anyway. He usually had nothing. But he will be missed for a while. If anybody else wants to put in a donation in the name of Dale, feel free. It goes to help pets and vets. But that was Kevin Payton that donated. He did his $2 tithe in honor of Dale Rickety, because Dale is in Phil's hands now, as we know. If he really is dead, this is going to be sad. We'll see. We'll find out, I guess, if he ever comes back. Going to count those 12 toes also. I don't have any extra toes. I'm lucky I'm not missing toes. All the things I've done in my life. I've had a couple infections in my foot. I've shot my foot. I'm surprised I'm not missing toes. I never had extra. To me, that's being more evolved. You got extra toes. That's not a throwback. I mean, where in history did we have more toes? We didn't. So having more toes is like a mutation towards advancement, as far as I'm concerned. Wish I had more toes and more fingers. Wish I had, more toes would be nice, because if I lose some to diabetes, I'd have extras. But I don't have any extra toes. I got an uncle who's just got 6 toes. He's got one foot that's got 5 toes. It's not like 3 on each foot. He's got one foot that's got 5 toes, and then got one foot that's only got 1 toe, and it's his big toe, because he slipped mowing the lawn, stuck his foot under, and sliced off that whole side of his foot from about halfway back on his foot up to his big toe. But big toe was salvageable. The other toes were not. So he has to wear special shoes so he doesn't walk in a circle. But I hope Dale is okay. His channel's still up. Well, it's not like they're going to go yank down his channel the day he's dead. It's not like the first thing his wife's going to do is like, he's dead. I better go shut off his internet service or his social media accounts. No, you should when I die, I hope someone in my family gets on there and goes, yeah, he's dead. So in case y'all are wondering where he's been, he's dead. It wasn't a tack in my foot. It was the head of a tack stuck to my foot, because the little spiky thing had broke off where I tried to shove it into MDF and pins kept breaking off. And I stepped on one. I meant stuck to my foot. It wasn't like hardly breaking the skin. It was just on the callus. But let's get back to the chat here. I'm just rambling. We got a few more minutes. Joe Bush also donated, I'm betting in honor of Dale Rickety, I vote with Gummy. Never show us your feet again. We will ever fill the lost revolver hole on the back wall. What with? Well, once I can afford it, I will fill that hole. But I think for a while, it's just good that my hole not get filled because it's a reminder of how I screwed up on New Year's Eve. And now my hole's empty. The hole was there for a while. And it's a reminder. You shouldn't just always go rushing out to fill your hole as soon as you can. Take some time to think about why you have a hole. And what's wrong with my feet? I got fine feet. Nothing wrong with my feet. A lot of scars on them. Had some foot injuries in my life. Joe Pearson also chimed in and said, "Curse you, Phil, cutting Dale down in his prime." Joe Pearson, I don't know if 107 is somebody's prime. I'd like to think he was in better shape at some time in his life than he is at 107 years old. He sent me a picture of himself when he was young once. He was in a lot better shape. The flag didn't have enough stars on it. It was weird, but he was in better shape. John Heasley said, leave a super chat for Yankee, but don't forget the drawing so I can win. And then we got Clinton Barella chiming in. And he said, Phil Tithen, all hail Phil. Give us lots of guns and delicious watermelon. Well, Phil doesn't grow watermelons. He just protects the cosmic watermelon. I've had some good watermelons this last week, at least better. Not like great, like I'm not writing home and like I just had the best watermelon. But I've been like, well, this is edible. I'll eat it. That wasn't the case last year. I think I got 2 edible watermelons all year out of like 50 watermelons. All righty. I think that was the last of the super chats. Clinton Barella there. Got a couple over here. Ramon D1776 says, what is the reason some 22 caliber doesn't fire? You mean, why is it not super reliable? Well, I think the main problem is that it is rimfire. And rimfire is not as reliable as centerfire. It takes a little more energy on the edge of the rim, which is why 22 revolvers have such shitty triggers, because the hammer has to be so heavy, hammer spring, to actually have reliable firing. But I think it's that. Also, that they're very cheap, very small, and very mass produced, so some of them don't get made right. Certain number out of every box has got a chance of not being made right. It's a small number, but if you started buying 20 round boxes of 9mm and 2 out of each box failed, you'd be like, this is unacceptable. But in 22, you're a little more accepting of it. Like if you buy a 200 box and 10 to 20 of them don't go off, you don't think much of it. You're like, yeah, it's a pity. You know what I mean? All righty, that catches us up here. I think we're actually out of time. We got one more. It says, was Welper slacking today? He was kind of slacking. I think he got here late. I don't know where he was. It's not like he's got anything else to do. Maybe he's waxing his beard. I don't know. But that's it for us today. Now, stick around if you're someone who has entries into the drawing, because we're going to be doing the drawing for the first gun, the Mickey Mouse gun, the wheel gun Willie. So stick around for that. I will see you all again tomorrow. Thanks everybody for participating today. It didn't look like we were going to get anybody, but we got some people finally. We got more people now. We got 102 people here now. We never had that many all through the chat today. But thanks everybody for coming. Thanks everybody for participating. Thanks for everybody for donating to Pets and Vets, getting entries into the new gun stock, the new gun we're giving away, the gun stock only, remember. So thank y'all for that. I hope to see everybody again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Before we go, I just want to take a second to remind everyone that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We don't take a penny from advertisers, retailers. We don't take money from political organizations. There's no one telling me what I need to tell you. Everything that we do is done through the generosity of our viewers, either buying merchandise or becoming a patron or a Subscribe Star member. You're all the ones that support Pets and Vets and TYMP. And that's the reason I can stay true to myself and loyal only to the people who watch my channel. And I can spend my time talking about what I want to talk about, telling what I think needs to be said, and giving you my uncensored take on things I think you need to hear. So if you'd like to help keep things that way, please support the channel by becoming a patron, a Subscribe Star supporter, or just going over to my web store and buying some merch. The links are all in the upper corner of this video.